Winds picking up and a slight chance of late day storms. The rest of your On Your Side forecast coming up.
All right, Kyle, let's go straight to our top story. That heat was adding fire danger across the state.
Fink is near Mountain Home this morning, where wildfires have been threatening homes and even forced road closures. Let's go straight to him with the latest from Mountain Home. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, Spencer. It's been a very busy night for about a dozen fire crews here in Mountain Home as they continue to battle this blaze that forced many evacuations, but they are making progress this morning. The Benwalk Fire grew to as many as 15,000 acres last night. The interstate in both directions was closed last night for several hours. ISP taking precaution and closing the interstate because flames were on both sides of the interstate. But this morning around 1 a.m., the interstate did reopen to travelers. Homes and local businesses were evacuated. I spoke to two people who were staying at a nearby hotel and were forced to evacuate because flames were coming up right outside their windows.
We were leaving the lobby station. That's when the fireman came in and said, "If you have your keys, get out. We're pulling the alarms." And that's when everybody that worked at the hotel just started knocking on windows and doors and everything else, trying to make sure everybody was out.
Tell me, were you scared?
I was terrified. I mean, I left my purse behind with my wallet. All I was wearing is my bathing suit and my dress, and now I'm wearing my husband's shirt. I mean, that's all we had.
It was overwhelming. There were firemen running in the halls, checking rooms, and it was overwhelming at one point, and we had to get our luggages and get out. They told us don't use the elevators, we had to use the stairs. And but when we got to the main exit, the firemen, they informed us that it would probably be safer to stay inside.
The Bureau of Land Management can confirm this fire was caused by lightning about 4:30 yesterday afternoon. The agency has 18 engines on the front lines this morning. Again, the interstate is open in both directions. Homeowners, those homeowners that were evacuated along with those business owners, remain evacuated this morning. But Elmore County Sheriff Rick Lair says that's just as a precaution. The fire is not threatening those businesses or those homes this morning. So that's a bit of good news. Let me bring in the Bureau of Land Management spokeswoman, Jessica Gardetto. Jessica, you've been with us for the duration here. Thanks again for getting up early with us this morning. What about a containment time? Obviously, crews making progress on this fire. Give us the latest on a containment projection.
At this time, we have no containment or control time. Largely, we're going to see what the weather does today. If these winds keep up, it's going to make it a lot more difficult for these firefighters to catch the fire. So we're going to see how it goes in the next few hours. And
obviously, the Kenyon Road fire in around Twin Falls and in Castle Ford, here in Mountain Home, the BLM has got to be stretched thin. Are you feeling the heat right now, so to speak, in terms of resources?
We are actually, and we're requesting resources from all over the state and from other states as well. Working with local cooperators too, that's what makes a very big difference. Like last night, working with Elmore County and Elmore City fire departments, they're a huge help, and it's very good that we can all work together.
Okay, Jessica Gardetto with the Bureau of Land Management. Again, crews, 18 of them from the Bureau of Land Management, making progress on the Benwalk Fire. We will rejoin you again at 6 o'clock. Live this morning in Mountain Home, Eric Fink. Good Morning Idaho on your side.
All right, thank you, Eric, for that live update. Again, we'll check in with him in about half an hour.